It doesn't take a genius to see where it's all going to go, and yet we continue inexorably down these paths. You wonder at what point people will say, we just can't do this.
There hasn't been one phone call between the American president and the Russian leader during this whole time? If there's a 0.05% of nuclear war that could be reduced to zero by a phone call, and we don't make the phone call, then what are we?
Crazy. It just seemed like nobody really cared what the actual facts of this case were. A lot of the commentators switched overtly to this idea that he's been getting away with it all his life, so whatever this is, it kind of fits.
It's like the opposite of a Lifetime Achievement Award. It isn't necessarily this movie that is his greatest, but let's give him an award for all the movies in the past that were pretty great. The problems that I've seen over the last few years have not been people believing fake things are real, but people being told that real things aren't. No, your president isn't having cognitive problems. Though a virus that appears to have aspects of it that were engineered appeared in a city with one of the world's great bioweapons research facilities, it probably came from a farmer's market. Some old dude with a skull on his t-shirt using orange smoke to try to deface a Druid Neolithic structure.
Do protest movements have to convince or persuade to be effective? There's this new belief that they don't have to, and I'm not sure I understand where that comes from.
Well, when they go into the Louvre and they hit the Mona Lisa, or they go to Holland and deface a Rembrandt, I can sort of trace their logic. They're going back to the, quote, old white dudes, part of the European hegemonic anti-nature drive that has gotten us all in this mess. But Stonehenge?
They were living pretty simply. The carbon emissions, I'm guessing, were kind of low.
They dance around in the moonlight. They're naked, polyamorous, not particularly materialistic. Shouldn't they be forming a human chain around Stonehenge?
They should be spray painting outward.
Hands off our Stonehenge. They talk about chilling effects. This was a freezing effect for any journalist. We're going to prosecute you, imprison you. We're going to make you destroy your files.
The government does not have a right to classify abuse, torture, violations of law, things that are embarrassing.
Journalists are looking for something that's unhealthy often, something that's bad, something that is being hidden and has the potential for harm, and they're exposing it. So Julian's free, but we're a lot less free on the day that he came out.